who actually gets the $6,000 which was included in the president's stimulus and tax cut bill, which was signed into law just a few days ago? Well, that's a really good question. I've been receiving a lot of questions around this, and I want to focus exactly what this $6,000 is all about. I'll give you a quick little hint here. It is only focused on seniors. We will focus on all the details of that, who is eligible to receive and take advantage of this $6,000, as well as what are all the details about it. We've got a lot to talk about, and I will clarify all of it for you here in this short video. Let's talk through the details a little further. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to Scott Hoagland. He is enrolled in Medicare, and he reached out to that team of trusted advisors right there to get a free review on his Medicare plan. And Scott got a better plan and is saving a whole lot of money, as well as getting significantly better coverages. So again, Scott, thank you so much for reaching out down below in the comment section. I really do appreciate it. Scott is very, very happy and excited. If you are like Scott, enrolled in Medicare, like 70 million seniors all across the country, literally 70 million seniors should be calling that phone number to get a free review on your Medicare, because here's the deal. There's a lot of people out there that do not have the proper coverages, and here's the problem. You may not even know. You should be getting a free review on your Medicare plan literally every single year. So if you are like Scott, if you're enrolled in Medicare like 70 million other people, or like the 3,000 people here in this community that have already called them, seriously, give them a call. Just get a free review. See where you're at, see what plan options you have. You could get better coverages, save a ton of money, and you never know what's out there. Seriously, by the way, the average senior that is calling is saving $1,100 from the average call from the person that's calling them. Seriously, give them a call. You never know what you're going to find, and it's totally free, by the way. And also, just like Scott, after you call them, leave a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment, and that is the keyword that I search for, and I'd love to give you a shout out in a future video, just like Scott Hoagland. Again, thank you so much, Scott. Really appreciate the message, and I'm so glad that you were able to get a better plan. That is absolutely incredible. All right, anyway, let's talk about this $6,000. This is very, very important to understand, okay? Now, I want to clarify, if I can ask one huge favor of you, please listen to this information. There's so much bad information out there, and honestly, there's a lot of miscommunication, and there's a lot of misunderstanding around this $6,000. Okay, anyway, on July 4th, okay, we had the president sign into law this massive reconciliation bill. We've talked about it many times before that, but I only want to talk about one provision within it. The $6,000 focused on seniors, okay? There's one provision. Don't get me wrong, there's a ton of provisions within there, but I only want to focus on this $6,000, okay? This is only focused on seniors, by the way, okay? This is only for seniors aged 65 and over. That's it. Okay, somebody that's 64, sorry, it's not for that person yet, okay? However, I want to be fair about it. If somebody is turning 65 in the year of 2025, then you'd be good, okay? So if you turn 65 at all in 2025, you're good. But if you're turning 65 in, say, like 2027 or something like that, you'll have to wait a little while, okay? Just got to be fair about that. So if you're 65 or over, in 2025, you're good. This applies to you. Now, I want to clarify something else about this. I've had so many people reach out to me about this. Hey, when are we getting the $6,000 check? It is not a check. It is not a check, okay? I repeat, it is not a check. Okay, I just want to make that very, very clear so there's no misunderstanding, which is why I said that just a second ago. Please, I just want to just beg you just to understand and just listen to this information here, because it's like very important to understand. This is not a check. It is not a payment. But here's what it is. Remember, for the last, call it, year and a half or so, the president and all kinds of people have been promising no more taxes on Social Security, right? This has been good. That was a really nice promise. That's not happening. No taxes on Social Security is not happening whatsoever, okay? However, in my honest opinion, I actually say this is actually better. This is better for more seniors than removing taxation on Social Security. Let me give you a couple examples to back that up. This that they've offered, this $6,000, is actually applicable to all seniors 65 and over. Everybody. If somebody's 65 or over, it applies. That's a lot of people. Like, we're talking like 70 million plus people. However, if they would have removed taxation on Social Security benefits, that only would have applied to about 30 to 35 million people tops, okay? So we're talking like double the amount of seniors that this new $6,000 provision is applied to versus no more taxes on Social Security would have only applied up to about 30 to 35 million seniors, about half of what it currently does with the 6,000. So in my opinion, we're reaching more seniors here. This is good. We're reaching more people, okay? That's my opinion about it. I feel like let's reach more seniors to help them out as much as possible. Okay, here's what this is. It is a $6,000 additional deduction. Now, if you've been watching the videos on the channel for a while now, you've certainly heard me talk about this. But again, I want to clarify all the details around this because there's a lot of information out there. And again, I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about this because there's a lot of bad information saying that it's a check, you get ready, you're going to get a check. No, you're not going to get a check. Okay, I'm going to make that very, very clear. Okay, here's what it is. The $6,000 deduction on somebody's federal tax return above and beyond the standard deduction. Okay, now you may be thinking, I have no idea what that means. What does it mean? Let me just break this down super fast. When you file a tax return, okay, there's a couple things you can take. Number one is the standard deduction. It's just literally everybody can take advantage of it. It's not some loophole. It's literally there for everybody for the taking. It's the standard deduction or itemizing. 90+% of people take the standard deduction because it just makes the most sense and gives the most benefit. It's $15,000 per individual, $30,000 for a married couple filing a joint return, okay? But basically what it is you can just reduce your income by that much money on your tax return because it's just the deduction that they have allowed for somebody to take, okay? $15,000 individual, $30,000 for a married couple. Anyway, that's the standard deduction. Now, that's available for everybody. However, they also have a bonus deduction available, which is just for seniors age 65 and over. Historically, it's right around $1,600, give or take a little bit. It does adjust higher. A few years ago, it was like $1,300, but it keeps adjusting higher, okay? But point being is that they have added a temporary increase on this bonus deduction for seniors 65 and over. They're boosting it to $6,000 for the next 4 years. 2025, 2026, 2027, and 2028. In 2029, it reverts back to what it would be at that time, which is probably going to be right around $1,700 at that time in 4 years from now, okay? So that's what it'll be then. But for the next 4 years, again, starting now, 2025 through 2028, it'll be $6,000. And what does this mean? It basically just adjusts and allows seniors age 65 and over to take that extra $6,000 deduction above and beyond the standard deduction, reducing their taxable liability, their taxable income to the federal government, therefore reducing their tax liability as well. Does that make sense a little bit? Okay, so let's just say this much. If a senior has, let's just say $21,000 of income, okay, their income on paper, according to the federal government, is $0. Here's how that calculates out. Senior has $21,000 of income. Standard deduction, $15,000 individual. Bonus deduction, 65 plus, the $6,000, increases it up to $21,000. That senior can apply the deductions of $21,000, their income, $21,000. Their income is now $0. It's been zeroed out, okay? So in the eyes of the federal government, their income is literally zero. They have no tax liability whatsoever, okay? The whole point of this $6,000 is to offset taxation of Social Security benefits rather than actually repealing Social Security taxes, if that makes sense, okay? That's what this is about. Now, I want to throw this out there really fast as well. This doesn't apply to everybody, but there's some seniors that would be exempt from this, okay? And that would be, there's an income threshold. This is just for seniors who are individuals who have an income under $75,000 a year. It phases out over that, okay? But if you're a senior and you're a single person or, filing a single return and your income is under 75 grand a year as a senior, you're good. You can take advantage of this whole thing, okay? But if your income is above 75 grand, it's going to start phasing out for you. However, if you're a married couple, you can have an income up to $150,000 before it starts phasing out. So if your income is below 150 as a married couple, you could take this $6,000 per person, by the way, so collectively totaling $12,000. Okay, so the $30,000 standard deduction as a married couple plus $12,000 provided both of you are 65 plus. Now you have an extra $12,000. So you literally have $42,000 worth of deductions on your federal return. So basically, if you're a married couple and your income is $42,000 or less, your income is literally zero in the eyes of the federal government. Okay, this is a super basic analogy, super basic understanding here and explanation to this, but this is what about. Now, I want to give a quick disclaimer. This is not tax advice. This is not professional advice. This is not legal or financial advice in any way, shape, or form. I'm not your accountant. I'm not your CPA. Please talk to your own professional about your own personal situation. This is just very basic information here based on this $6,000, the standard deduction, the bonus deduction, things like that, and who applies for this, okay? So anyway, that's what that's all about. So there you go. Again, just want to break it down for you. This is what it is. Okay. It's not forever. It's temporary. Only the next 4 years, starting this year, 2025 through 2028, the extra $6,000 will be there. Deduction, the $6,000 deduction. I want to make that very clear. Okay. So that we don't misunderstand this. Okay. That's what that's all about. Who can take advantage of this? Literally, any senior who's 65 or over can take advantage of this. But if your income is well below the $21,000 as an individual or $42,000 as a married couple, or even below the standard deduction, I'm going to be fair with you. This doesn't matter whatsoever to you at all. It will have no consequence, either positive or negative. It will not affect you in any way, shape, or form. But if your income was at that lower point anyway, I'm going to be fair. Removing taxation on Social Security would have had zero impact to you anyway. So it's a horse apiece, as they'd like to say, right? Whether they remove taxes on Social Security or they gave the $6,000 deduction, if your income was low enough, you would not have been impacted in the first place. Okay? So anyway, does that help a little bit to understand this? I hope so. This is all the detail about it. If you need further clarification, please leave me a comment down below. I would certainly be happy to come back on a live stream, another dedicated video, whatever you need, let me know. I can certainly do that, no problem whatsoever. Otherwise, again, huge shout out to Scott Hoagland. Thank you so much for reaching out. I really appreciate it, Scott. But again, Scott reached out to them totally free to get a review on his Medicare plan. Again, if you are like Scott, enrolled in Medicare, if you are one of the 70 million seniors out there, or SSDI beneficiaries, that also could apply, and you are enrolled in Medicare. If you're one of the 70 million people enrolled in Medicare, you need to be getting a review. Seriously, get a free review. It's totally free to ask them, what are my plan options? What plans are available to me? What potential better coverages do I have? Where could I save money? How could I get better coverages, right? All these details like this. What other benefits are within there? Could you find me a plan with lower premiums, lower copays, better deductibles? I mean, seriously, they can look through all of that. And here's the deal. There's 20,000 plans across the country. They will look through them to find you the best plan for you in your personal situation. Seriously, 70 million seniors should literally be calling that phone number to get a review every single year to see what your options are. It's totally free. Scott's super happy. I appreciate that comment, Scott. Seriously, that's so awesome that you were able to get a better plan. And he was saying that he was having some difficulties or some issues with his current plan. They found him a better plan, way better coverages, and Scott's super excited about it. All right, anyway, give them a call, totally free, after you talk to them, and they look through the 20,000 plans, find you the best plans so you can see the doctors and providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to visit, the prescription needs if you have any at all. After they find all that for you and get you a better plan and save you a ton of money, leave me a comment down below, just like Scott did, and leave the word chapter within your comment. That's the keyword that I search for to find these comments, and then I would love to give you a shout out in a future video and highlight you just like Scott here in this one. Otherwise, please share this video. There's a big share button right down below. Please share that phone number with your friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, anybody that you know that is enrolled in Medicare. There's a ton of them out there, 70 million people. Share that phone number with them so they can also get a quick review. Share that phone number and so they can also get some help. But anyway, go ahead and share that. Please, if you're new here, subscribe. 100% free to subscribe. Totally free to do so. Big subscribe button down below. Please feel free to like the video. Thumbs up button right down below as well. Leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below in the comment section. Otherwise, check out the nearly 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand-selected for you down below. Otherwise, popping up now, you'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy your day. Take care, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.